Jim, it's after 5 o'clock.
I know. I couldn't sleep.
Would you like me to make you some hot tea or cocoa?
Don't bother.
It'll just take a few minutes.
I said I didn't want it. Now go back to bed and leave me alone.
All right, Jim, if that's the way you want it.
I'm sorry, darling. It's just that, well, I'm on edge.
You have been for days. Don't you think it's about time you told me what's wrong?
I can't.
It's the Conroy case, isn't it?
Bet I don't want to talk about it. This is one thing I have to work out my own way.
Just a minute. Jim, what are you doing here so early?
I have to talk to you, Rena, and it couldn't wait.
Oh, come in.
Where's Bobby?
Oh, school bus picked him up 10 minutes ago. Why?
I just wanted to say hello.
Ken used to drive him when he had the day shift. Bobby called him his own personal police escort. I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean to go off the deep end like that. How about a cup of coffee? I think there's some still in the pot.
If you don't mind, Rena, I'd like to get something off my mind first. Sit down, please. The Conroy kid goes to trial in a couple of days.
I've been reading about it in the papers.
Then you know I have to defend him.
Ironic, isn't it? His best friend. Oh, forget that, Jim. It's your job. I know you have to do it.
I thought I could keep my personal feelings out of it. Even the trial would be a mere formality. I wasn't even going to challenge the DA's contention that Conroy deliberately shot and killed Ken while resisting arrest.
Stop it, Jim. Don't you think I know Ken died? Haven't I heard it and read it at least 100 times?
But you haven't heard it all, Rena. Sure, Conroy killed your husband, but it wasn't deliberate. His gun did go off, like he said, when Ken's bullet hit him in the shoulder.
How long have you known about this?
Since yesterday. I found a new witness. If I let her testify, the jury might recommend leniency.
If you let her testify? Jim, do you know what you're saying?
I thought I could work this thing out by myself, but I can't. What should I do, Rena? What should I do?
I think you've decided that already, Jim. Or you wouldn't be here now. Jim, would it help any if I asked the court to give him leniency, too?
You'd be willing to do that?
Would sending Tim Conroy to the gas chamber ever bring Ken back to me again? He always played it on the level, Jim. This is the least we can do for him now.
Thanks, Rena. I once told Conroy that I'd see that he got everything that was coming to him. Maybe I was a lot closer to the truth than I knew at the time.
Because of eyewitness testimony and a plea for leniency on the part of Ken's wife, Tim Conroy escaped the death penalty. He's now serving a life sentence in the state penitentiary. By placing his duty above all else, Jim Prentice did more than save the life of a man he had every reason to condemn. He also saved himself. The case you have just seen was brought to a fair and just conclusion because of the efforts of a public defender.